After many successful years as government delegate to the Douala Urban Council, Dr. Fritz Ntonentone takes another Herculean challenge as board chair of the Airports of Cameroon RDC. He works with Melingin Kwa Gaspar Brice as deputy manager of the company. And several medals of merit and of recognition for selfless service and loyalty to the state has been awarded to some Cameroonians on the sidelines of the celebration of National Day. And as CAF sends a delegation to visit facilities to host the AFCON 2021, Sports Minister Narcisse Moelle-Kombi visited the Yaoundé Gymnasium to be sure it is ready to be used as training ground for upcoming handball championship. 21st of May 2021. Good evening and welcome to the 7:30 News. I am Benin Bumagana in Yaoundé.
I urge you once again to put on your face masks, to wash your hands regularly, and to consult a physician or any other health personnel if you notice any symptoms. This is the only way to save lives and to curb the spread of the virus.
Once again, good evening. The President of the Republic, Paul Biya, and a special envoy of Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari have discussed strategic relations between the two countries. President Paul Biya received the envoy, Minister of State, and bearer of a sealed message from the Nigerian President to his Cameroonian counterpart at the Unity Palace today. Chief Unity Palace correspondent Ashunienti reports.
Relations between Nigeria and Cameroon are intertwined from a historic human perspective. It is therefore in the furtherance of this that Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has this Friday, 21st of May 2021, dispatched an envoy to meet his Cameroonian counterpart, Paul Biya.
Son Excellence Zubairou Dada, ministre délégué auprès du ministre nigérien des Affaires étrangères, envoyé spécial du président Buhari.
Minister of State Zubairou Dada, the Nigerian equivalent of Minister Delegate to the Minister of External Relations, meets for about an hour with President Biya, during which the envoy hands to him a sealed message whose content would not be disclosed.
I came here as a special envoy of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, to deliver a message. The content of that message is between brotherly presidents of Nigeria and the Cameroon.
Over the years, Abuja and Yaoundé have maintained well-oiled relations to the extent that what affects one invariably affects the other. The special envoy takes back to President Buhari a reaffirmation of this fact.
The Minister of Arts and Culture is preparing to host members of the Commission of Cultural, Social and Family Affairs of the National Assembly to further discuss the contribution of arts and culture in the social and economic development of Cameroon. On the preparatory meeting, here is Joyce Tata.
They are members of the 24 federations under the Ministry of Arts and Culture in this sitting, presenting to Arts and Culture Bus their activities and projects to boost the sector amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. This is in order to have a well-prepared package to present to their august guests come June 2021.
They are coming to the ministry to visit us, to discuss with us, to know the activities of the ministry, to know the problems of the ministry, to know the new projects of the ministry, and to see how they could be of help. The visit is actually organized into two parts. There is the theoretical part, and then there will be the practical part where the parliamentarians are going to go around and see the various projects, the various activities that the large family of arts and culture can actually carry out.
The parliamentarians, after the meeting with officials of the ministry in the days ahead, will then be the ambassadors at the National Assembly defending their pleas for the socio-economic development of the nation through arts and culture.
Dr. Fritz Ntonentone has been appointed board chair of the Airports of Cameroon, RDCSR. Melinginkwa Gaspar Brice has also been appointed deputy general manager of the company. These are the measure resolutions of the extraordinary board meeting of RDC held today in Yaoundé. For more, here is Ewane Epole.
The extraordinary session of Airports of Cameroon, ADCSE, brought together board members of the company and was chaired by the Minister of Transport, Jean-Ernest Massinangale Bibehe. The major resolution of the session, following instructions from the head of state, was the appointment of the new board chair in the name of Dr. Fritz Ntonentone. He takes over from Joseph Dipita Pokosi Ndumbe, who died on the 28th of April 2021.
Gratitude to the head of state for this confidence, and I thank all the members of that board who received me very kindly.
The second appointment was that of Melinginkwa Gaspar Brice as the new Deputy Director General of ADC.
I'm very happy to this promotion. For mission, I have given the best of mine.
They were installed into their respective functions during the session by the minister, who reminded them of their missions of ensuring the management, operation, renewal, rehabilitation, and the development of Cameroon's airports.
Away from RDC, let's go to the National Ports Authority, where the Director General, Louise Ebupeke, and his deputy, Madame Ayuk Etapamela, have been installed into their functions by the Minister of Transport, Jean-Ernest Massinangale Bibehe. The minister charged them to carry on with construction works on the Limbe Deep Sea Port project. Ewane Pole again.
Dr. Louis Ebupeke, new Director General of the National Ports Authority, and his deputy, Pamela Ayoketa, were appointed by 2 presidential decrees signed on May 12, 2021. Commissioning them into office, the Minister of Transport, Jean-Ernest Massinangale Bibehe, emphasized on the need to ensure the smooth functioning of the ports and finalizing the Limbe Deep Sea Port project.
I'm very glad to be appointed. I will do all my efforts with my deputy general manager to do our best in collaboration with all the team in place to do the best, and so that the national economy can be better.
I want to first of all thank God for this wonderful day. I want to thank the head of state. You all know that the transport sector is very complex, but I've been in the transport sector for many years, and I believe with my experience, I'm going to be able to handle the task.
The new Director General replaces late Jose Yumba, who died last April 28, 2021. Meanwhile, the new Deputy Director General served as the Littoral Regional Delegate of Transport before her appointment.
Over 100 Cameroonians in Yaoundé and out of Yaoundé have received medals of recognition for their great service to the state and other medals of merit. The medals promoting them to different ranks were awarded by the governor of the Central Region, Nasiri Paul Biya, as part of the traditional May 20 ceremony. Beatrice Ngom reports.
There are over 100 of them. They have distinguished themselves in their respective fields: medicine, communication, civil administration, and theology, among others. Today, the nation honors them for their bravery and devotion to nation building.
We want to ask these personalities not to abuse the confidence invested on them by the head of state, to continue to work hard to merit more confidence.
They are knighted as Grand Officer of the National Order of Valor, Officer of the Order of Valor, Knight of the Cameroon Order of Valor, Commander of the National Order of Valor, and Grand Cordon, some after close to 40 years of service.
I've been working for the past 40 years, and what is happening today is just a sign of the work I've been doing with all of you accompanying me in this difficult task.
Having received this distinction, I think it stress on me to continue working for the best of the Cameroonians and for the good health of Cameroonians.
I'm very, very happy that the head of state is aware of the great work which we are doing in this country to maintain peace.
They backed home their medals during a ceremony chaired by the Central Regional Governor Nasiri Paul BIYA in the presence of family members.
And congratulations to the recipients. Now let's revisit the celebration of the National Day in the West Region. In Bafoussam, Governor Awa Funkar Augustine awarded medals to deserving Cameroonians after the solemn flag hoisting ceremony by the military. Chair Tebok reports.
The 49th edition of the National Day in Bafoussam witnessed a double ceremony comprising the hoisting of the national flag and an award of merited medals for 2021 at the ceremonial ground of the governor's office made the event worth watching. 53 Cameroonians got medals of national order and more than 30 were happy recipients of labor medals.
I'm happy that the little that I think that I was doing has been recognized by the states, and I give God the glory.
A symbol of hard work I did to the nation. I promise to make more and more to expect a better distinction in the future.
The resurgence of COVID-19 pandemic did not dampen the enthusiasm and patriotism of the inhabitants of the West Region's capital city, in spite of the cancellation of the March past.
Over in Garoua, that is in the North Region, 76 persons from different professional backgrounds received medals for the selfless service to the state and in recognition for what others have put in. The governor of the North Region, Jean Abate-Di, presided over the ceremony, as we hear in this report by Wilson Mengole.
There are 76 in number who have distinguished themselves in different socio-economic domains in the North Region. They were fixed medals ranging from Order of Valor, Cameroon Order of Merit, and Labour Medal by the Governor of the North Region, Jean Abate-Di.
This medal is also, for me, an encouragement to move forward. We know that working in the church, we don't work just for the church, we work also for all the human community around us. And this is an encouragement for us to move forward.
To other recipients, the medals are as a result of hard work and are calling on the younger generation to emulate their example.
Hard work. Hard work is the key. There is nothing else than hard work. If you can see today that they have given me this medal, it's because of hard work. So I plead to all my young ones that they should work hard so that tomorrow it will be their own turn.
The 49th edition of the National Day in Garoua was celebrated without the usual fanfare due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
The newly appointed ambassador, chief of delegation, accredited by the European Union to Cameroon, His Excellency Philippe Van Damme, has met the Minister of Finance, Louis-Paul Motazé. They both discussed ways of reinforcing working relations between Cameroon and the European Union. Luma Slim Davis with details.
The audience at the Ministry of Finance offered an opportunity to the Minister of Finance, Louis-Paul Motazé, and his host, His Excellency Philippe Van Damme, to examine the present situation between Cameroon and the European Union.
We started with an assessment of the Paris summit and the consequences for Africa. I think it was an important meeting. The European Union was present as well. So we have a little bit discussed how we can follow up on that important summit. We discussed in a more broad sense as well the different challenges the country is facing and how we can accompany the country in helping to overcome these challenges.
The finance minister and the head of the European delegation also examined strategies on the way forward. His Excellency Philippe Van Damme replaces Germany's Hans-Peter Sadek in Cameroon, who comes to the end of his stay last July.
The new Director General of the African Development Bank, Serge Nguessan, has said the ADB will continue to support Cameroon in the development of its road and transport infrastructure. After today's audience with the Minister of Public Works, Emmanuel Nganu Jumesi, the new ADB boss spoke to CRTV's Joyce Kimbi Fawaju.
Our cooperation is excellent. Excellent. Cameroon is a very important country for the African Development Bank. It's a very important country for the sub-region. We want to count on Cameroon to really facilitate the regional integration in this region in terms of infrastructure. I reassure the minister that he can count on the African Development Bank to help Cameroon finance those projects.
The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development has chaired the 6th Steering Committee of the Mount Mbapi Rural Development Project in the Noon Division of the West Region. He praised the management team for the work they are doing. As we hear in this report by Ngu Henry.
Day 2 of the visit of the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development to the Noon took him to the localities of Njimum, Manki, Fentame, Kupa Kanyam, Kupa Manke, and the Kushong. Minister Gabriel Bairobi inspected a commercial center, health center, classrooms, and modern latrines, and a road project. The structures, like many others dotted in the entire Noon Division, have been realized within the Mount Mbapi Rural Development Project. The project, which is a fruit of cooperation between Cameroon and the Islamic Development Bank, has seen some 16 billion injected in this second phase that began in 2017. The minister later chaired the 6th Steering Committee of the project in Fumban, during which he hailed the management team.
The main challenges are to accelerate the supplying of tractors. You know, we need tractors for cultivation. We need some process units for maize, for cassava, for rice, for tomato.
This was preceded by the distribution of farm inputs and equipment worth over 3 billion CFA francs to some 8 cooperatives in the Noon Division.
A gang of 5 and their accomplices have finally been arrested after robbing a filling station in Soa, that is in the outskirts of Yaoundé, of 19.4 million CFA francs. The plan was plotted by one of the managers of the petrol station, but later on cracked by the National Gendarmerie. Gerald Nanje Yambe, please tell us the story.
With the complicity of one of the suspects, Jean-Pierre Ndongo, a worker of this filling station at Soa, 5 gangsters armed with knives stormed the station and made away with the sum of 19.4 million francs CFA. It was on the 31st of March this year when Jean-Pierre Ndongo with another colleague were counting money in order to be transferred to the bank when the incident occurred. Elements of the Soa National Gendarmerie Brigade launched an investigation, and with the collaboration of the population, 2 of the gangsters were arrested, and they disclosed the identity of their accomplices, including Jean-Pierre Ndongoye in word. After further investigation by the National Gendarmerie Legion for the Central Region, other members were arrested in succession. Today we are really happy for what the National Gendarmerie has done, because for some time now, the rate of theft has been in an increase. A bus, 3 grinding mills, a motorbike, 15 kilograms of marijuana and other illicit drugs were found in their possession. Their fate now hangs on the balance as they face trial in the days ahead.
Eric Eme Nyat is now the new mayor of the Bangante Council in the Ndé Division of the West Region. He won 21 of the 39 votes during an elective council session with the SGR of the Ndé in attendance. Ngu Henry comes back on that election.
This is the new mayor of the Bangante Council. 48-year-old Eric Eme Nyat grabbed 21 of the 39 votes to head the cleanest municipality in the West region. The election was presided over by the eldest councillor of Baganti, Julian Pahan. The new mayor says he is aware of the challenges that await him.
I would like first of all to thank all the councillors that have voted for me, and even for those who haven't voted for me. I'm really happy and I wish to work with them.
He has promised to work with all the councillors of Baganti for the development of the municipality. The SDO Ernest Iwangobudu has congratulated the councillors and advised the new mayor to synergize efforts aimed at promoting the socio-economic development of the population of the 7 chiefdoms in the council area. Eric Emenyat replaces the late Dr. Jonas Kwamo, who died recently.
Despite COVID-19 plunged many families into mourning and seriously hampered the functioning of our economy and society.
In the second canto of this newscast, we talk about COVID. Over 76,000 persons have been tested positive for COVID-19 in Cameroon since March 2020, with over 1,000 deaths recorded. For more on these figures, here is Baldwin Sama live at the Public Health Emergency Center. Hello, Baldwin.
Good evening to you, Benin Bumagana. The coronavirus is still present among us, with many persons who get tested positive for the virus on daily basis in the Cameroon. And as from the time that we had the first confirmed case of the virus in the month of March 2020 to now, we have had 76,756 confirmed cases of persons tested positive for COVID-19, with 71,790 Cameroonians who have recovered from COVID-19, leaving us with an impressive recovery rate that stands at 93.5%. And so far, 1,230 Cameroonians have died for COVID-19 since the month of March 2020. And talking about pregnant women, 386 pregnant women have been infected with the coronavirus since the month of March 2020, with 5 out of the 386 who have died of COVID-19. And talking about the number of active cases, we have presently persons who are living with the virus in the 10 different regions of the country. We have 3,736 of them, with a death rate that stands at 1.6% so far. And talking about vaccination in the 10 different regions of the country, an exercise that's ongoing. We have 3 regions that have recorded an impressive rate so far, with an increase in the number of persons who have been vaccinated against COVID-19. The Far North region tops the chart with over 9,225 Cameroonians who have been vaccinated already, closely followed by the Central region of Cameroon with over 9,222, and the North region is third with over 6,283 persons who have been vaccinated against COVID-19. And talking about the regions with the lowest numbers of persons who have been vaccinated, the Northwest region at the 8th position with just 1,860, the South region at the 9th position with just 1,425, and the last region with the least number of persons who have been vaccinated so far is the Southwest region of Cameroon, with just 553 Cameroonians in that part of the country who have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Back to you, Benin Bumagana.
Thank you very much, Baldwin Sama von Cayman. Some of the figures are a bit disturbing. The mortal remains of the late Madame Madeleine Fuda Ngowomo, who died on May 22nd, 2020, was taken out from the Yaoundé Central Hospital mortuary this Friday. The body was then taken to the church cathedral here in Yaoundé, where Requiem Mass was held together with a daughter also of late. As a matter of fact, it was a double funeral mass. She was born in 1946. Madeleine Fuda Ngowomo died at the age of 75. She will be buried tomorrow in Yaoundé. The Minister of Sports and Physical Education, Professor Narcisse Mwele Kombi, has visited the Omnisport Gymnasium here in Yaoundé to assess its readiness to be used as training center for teams during next month's African Women's Handball Championship. So let's hear more from Daniel Ekonde.
Work to revive the gymnasium only started 4 days ago for a structure that construction commenced in 2010. That's why Minister Narcisse Mwele Kombi is bent on seeing it complete before next month's women's handball finals. Instructing the director of the complex, the minister stressed on having the surrounding, the playing surface and the stands prepared before the June 8th date of the championship. For it will not only be a practice center for some of the 12 handball teams, but will also host other sports in the future.
We have started work here on Tuesday. We have done the plumbing, electricity. We have cleaned all the environment, and we expect to end the work at the end of this month.
The playing surface has been cut to a 40 by 20 size, and the center is 1,000 seats.
A delegation from the Confederation of African Football, CAF, is in the country to begin visiting facilities to host the 2021 AFCON. The visit begins tomorrow, Saturday, and for the next 7 days in the country, they will also visit the proposed venue for the AFCON draw. In the ongoing Basketball African League in Rwanda, FAP of Yaoundé will face IS Police of Mali for a must-win game. Romeo Kenya is here with our weekend sports roundup.
Take the rendezvous for the economic capital this Saturday. As from 9 a.m., the Cameroon Federation of Persons with Disabilities, FECASD, organizes a national championship in football, basketball and athletics for athletes of different categories at Lycée Aqua. Still in Douala with athletics, the International Grand Prix, bringing together competitors from Africa and beyond, begins this Saturday. It will last for 3 days. On to football, a CAF inspection mission to Cameroon effectively commences this Saturday. The emissaries on a 7-day walking visit will tour different football, lodging and transport facilities to host the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in the country slated for early next year. Meantime, Coton Sports of Garoua will this Sunday take on ASC Jaraaf in their second leg quarter-final CAF Confederation Cup in Senegal. A win or a draw for the cotton growers will catapult the Garoua side to the semis of the showdown. Back home, our girls will take on Eclairfie in the lone Advanced Day 14 outing of the Women Guinness Super League on Sunday at 3 p.m. in Yaoundé. In Rwanda, Cameroon's team of Army and Police, FAP, will play against IS Police of Mali on Sunday in their third outing in the ongoing Basketball Africa League. FAP have suffered 2 consecutive defeats so far in the championship.
Before we go, this is where you can go to over this weekend to have fun. A group of young Cameroonian artists, Dewa Drizzy, VEO, and Lakabi, still making their debut, have released their first single titled Body Like Fire. Victor Siga now tells us where we can have fun this weekend.
We start our weekend cultural rendezvous with Dewa Drizzy, VEO and Lasha Boy with their latest single, Body Like Fire, released today. On to cinema tonight in Canal Olympia Yaoundé, the Nigerian comedy drama film, directed by Udoka Oyeka, will be screened at 8 p.m. prompt.
More important decision.
Join Ben Deka tomorrow at the French Institute of Douala. Book your ticket and enjoy the weekend with him as from 6 p.m. Still tomorrow Saturday, Cameroonian diaspora play extra time with the celebration of the Unity Day in an event called National Day Party in USA. Artists like Ismailaya, amongst others, will be celebrating Cameroon's rich cultural uniqueness. Last not the least, the French Institute of Yaoundé opens its doors this Sunday with a documentary film, African Maya, a story of 10 young Malians in musical training in Cuba who became a founding group of world music. Happy weekend.
Malien devient tout d'un coup.
Happy weekend to you, Victor Siga. Thank you very much. It's here that we end this edition of the 7:30 News. Atabadino, I will be here at 8:30 for the news, and I'll be back tomorrow. God bless.
I urge you once again to put on your face masks, to wash your hands regularly, and to consult a physician or any other health personnel if you notice any symptoms. This is the only way to save lives and to curb the spread of the virus.
CRTV News, ici, toute l'info.